Martha Stewart was indicted on criminal charges. Her image is so associated with perfection, and this is the antithesis. She faces years in prison. Perfect.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Perfect. The perfect ending to a perfect meal. Somewhere along the
Sorry
line,
about that. I was
Martha
eating
bought
breakfast.
The idea of perfection. But the question is not whether perfection
What's up, everyone? I am gonna get caught up to One Piece,
at what cost.
and also we're gonna play this.
What is it that you most dislike? Well, that's a hard question to answer. I dislike waste. I dislike inefficiency, avoidance, impatience. I dislike people who think they can do more than they can do. I dislike not paying attention to details, being mean just to be mean. I dislike aprons and house dresses. I used to dislike the color purple a lot, but I don't dislike it so much. And red. I don't plant very many things red in my garden, if anything. If something pops up red, it's usually taken out. So
Yeah?
red is another thing I'm not very fond of.
No,
Okay. It's October 18th.
are you sure, Mom?
We have lots to do.
Are you sure?
I would like to lay
Okay,
back
just message me.
Summer house garden from the main road.
I'll do
I
that.
think we should do rough stones like the other path, or like cracked ice. Sand. There's a little saying that I really like. If you want to be happy for a year, get married. If you want to be happy for a decade, get a dog. And if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make a garden. This garden looks pretty good. I think we should probably do a little bit of trimming of the boxwood. See a paragraph. I was maligned for being a perfectionist and criticized for trying to create a lifestyle that was unattainable, which was not the case at all. What I was really trying to do was to educate. There seemed to be some big lines which
We thought you fell asleep. No. What are your thoughts on the new chapter? I'm about to read it.
And it runs the family.
Oh my god,
And it
everything's
started with my
falling.
father. Dad made each of us learn how to garden. He could grow anything. I was the ideal dog.
How you doing, Ted? How you doing, Candido? X dog.
I was the one trusted to
Shinobu.
iron his linen
What's good with
shirts, and he had the Harris
Okay.
tweed jacket and the turquoise blue tie that matched his wings.
So I'm gonna read the last 3 chapters.
He looked, and it was very obvious to everybody that I was his favorite. He thought I was more like him than the other children. Well, he was a perfectionist. He got the job done that he was set out to do. Not his work. He was a failure at work. He could have done pretty much anything he wanted to do, and he was stuck in a salesman's job. He sometimes started the day off.
Alright, so One Piece chapter 1168. Elbath Snow.
But he never looked like a drunk. He never.
Oh, we see Hachi.
Threw things and broke things.
He's helping out some sheep.
But he was a
Oh, cool.
dissatisfied, unhappy human being.
And they needed him some love. I'm glad he's helping a lot of people. That's good. Your idol just went live? What does that mean?
So like a sergeant, mean.
Who's my idol? Wait, what?
You're not doing it right.
He would give us an order.
Oh, Rio's live.
And if we didn't follow through, we paid the penalty.
We had our whippings. It was the yardstick. We dreaded the yardstick. And at times it was the end of the bell.
To this day, I despise
Zeno
him.
Coffee? He's not my idol.
He had lost his job, no money saved,
He's just good people.
6 kids, and they needed money.
Alright.
There was a girl across the street who spent her free time modeling. She and her mother one day said to me, "You're pretty enough to be a model. Would you like to be introduced?" I started off at $15 It's a lot better than the 50 cents I was getting babysitting.
I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting them. They're so reliable.
That was a
Oh.
major event in Nutley, New Jersey.
I gotta read it from
Everybody stopped
right to
everything
left.
watch my
15 years ago, that same year, all over the world,
class, but I was certainly a success.
Harold's efforts are paying off,
Most of my
but
paychecks through my mother.
those
She
giant
still had no food
Marines
at home.
are really doing a good
We always
job.
had good food.
They're so
She was such a
reliable.
good cook.
I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one.
She was
Okay.
a school teacher, and she had to cook 16 meals a day. I thought that was pretty fantastic that she could do all that. But the cookie cutter house...
Can't you get us stocked up again? Elbath seafood is super popular now, you know. I bet it is. This here is top quality Elbath cedar.
I really liked history.
It's rare and tricky item to import. I'll take it already. Elbath New World. Harold? Harold?
I was looking forward to
When we finally become a member nation, I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies. Oh, that's nice. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world. But there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great. We're one step away. Our future has never been brighter. Yeah, let's ditch this warrior crap. I'll make it happen, Ida. Oh, he's doing it for her. But Candido, could you put the link to Xeno Coffee stream while we're school? Okay. Oh, the kids are playing. This is all thanks to you, Saul. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? But ain't you afraid you lost something here, Harold? I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore. I mean, it kinda is. It's because of Ida. She taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Oh my god. Oh, that's sad. Hey, Harold. Elbath really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. I was scared. But you've changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. The old customs, our backwards traditions, all those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. Oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture. Don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that kept us from marrying. I can't accept that. You always did say you wanted to make me your legal wife. That really is the sweetest thing. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Harden's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I've always thought of him like that. Feeling like that kept my heart full. It's what kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everybody's king, Harold. And you're almost there, right? That's right, Ida. It won't be too long. Soon, we'll be connected to the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger. Then we could go traveling together, just like the old days. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Me too.
Listening to that amazing music
that when she died?
Tourists, and then this very handsome guy.
Oda,
You didn't know I was
you
married.
asshat.
I was this waif-er girl hanging out in the
Can,
cathedral on Easter Eve.
can you stop hoeing
He
people?
was emotional. I
You know,
was emotional.
flashback.
It's just because
Please.
it was an emotional place. It was unlike anything I had ever experienced. An expansive dome, so beautiful, and paintings all around you. It was like nothing I had ever done before. And so why not kiss some stranger?
Can't have anything good. Can't have everything nice here, bro. This man Oda just wants to kill in flashback.
What's the word I'm looking for? Naughty.
Was it naughty or was it infidelity?
Neither. It was neither naughty nor unfaithful. It was just emotional of the moment. That's how I looked at it. And it was exciting because, I mean, it was a very emotional place. I wish we could all experience such an evening. I was 19 years old. And I didn't
Oh
want to go.
my god, bro. And he's just walking out with tears, bro. Man.
We
Oda.
got back to New York and reality came crashing down. My daughter Alexis was born. Back then everybody's having babies so young. That was sort of like the style and the habit. I thought it was a natural thing. And it turns out it's not at all natural to be a mother. It was hard for her to adapt to being a mom. She was happy when Lexi went
And
down to
Herden's
math
the
so
first
that she
one
could
to run
read
it.
on her own.
Herden's the first one to run in there,
Care of
bro.
Lexi, but she didn't dote on her. She was always a little bit chilly.
She died
She's
with
not
a
good at
smile.
emotions, or expressing them, I should say.
She
That's
died
not
with
who
a
Martha
smile. That's the last thing Herden
Martha's mother.
sees.
She
All
told
of
me
them are
that
crying.
She didn't think that she hugged Martha enough.
And Loki's
We
in
talked
jail.
about stuff like that. That was part of our growing
But
up.
he's tearing up too.
We were loved sort of obtusely.
14 years ago, the Holy Land of Mariswa.
Right.
Shanks is missing, huh?
Fiction.
Indeed. He had completed his last mission. He would have been formally knighted.
How could I be a really great mother if I didn't?
As you were our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I naturally accept the honor of being one of God's knights. Doing that will secure Elbath's membership status. Congratulations, then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. It's been a long process. You'll be remembered as the king who brought the great change to Elbath. Well, to be honest, when Elbath finally joined the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. That is a matter for Mu to decide. What? What? Why is there someone on the empty throne? Come. Mu has been watching thee, Herald.
I had to sort of put my arm out like that. Stuff that went on in the
This
backseat of the
power.
taxis I'm not even going to talk about. But they were
It's
really
surging
smart.
within
And I
me.
learned a lot of that from her.
It's chilling. Oh, wait, it's instant?
Very sleek socially.
So, he just got branded like that? Oh, he got the one with the horns? Wait, I kind of like this.
I was meeting a lot of
I kind of like the
That's where I
dirty,
learned how
like,
to
art
behave
style.
around billionaires. And remember, at that time,
This is the power
I was
of
pretty
immortality.
extraordinary and started to
It
break in a lot
still
of
sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. Consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to move. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbath. That will mark the bound between us. Thy dearest wish shall finally be granted.
Not an easy job.
So,
So I quit.
as soon as the last mission is completed, Elbath will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. You, King Hal. Oast Castle, huh?
Because we found the dream house.
Could you repeat that, great Emu?
Had to have
Wait, what do you mean?
to fix it up, you know.
Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors.
I would have been somebody else.
The giant warrior fleet will stand alongside the Marines and serve the world as... Wait, no, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbath from violence. Of course, if anyone still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines, but...
With a bathtub with no shower.
Who's the king talking to in there?
To wash your hair with.
Oh, they're sweating.
It was during Watergate.
Thou vow to atone for Elbath's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. I meant to carry that burden alone. The burden of such history is too great for thee to bear alone. Now hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Moo.
Chickens in her backyard. It was unheard of. It was a little country set, and Martha was playing in it.
Thou would enter into a deep-sea covenant, may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. What? Emus, take control. Oh, this is horrible. Thou will carry out Moo's orders regardless of thine own will. This isn't good. I'm losing control. Elbath. They never meant for it to be part of the fold. Curse that Emu. Guards? The plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbath. What is it, your majesty? Is someone... Chain me to this pillar. Huh? Hurry. Summon Elder Jarul and my sons.
I enjoyed creating fanciful, lovely, evocative kinds of...
But sire, I believe Haruden is still out at sea. And Loki, Lord Loki, that is still in prison after what happened. I can't resist for much longer. What exactly is this concerning, your majesty? None of that matters. Now release him. Jail realm of the dead. You're free to go, Loki. Head to Owl's Castle at once. The king requires your presence. Oh, this explains what... Oh my god. So that's why all of Elbath's soldiers stabbed him. Because Emu was gonna take him over. Oh my god.
Nothing like that had ever been done before.
Yo.
It was movie set stuff.
Just
Oh, that. Bro. Oh.
out of the basket.
I love it.
Beautiful. If you look at the old Dutch masters, the great displays of food and fruits.
Because
All of that did inspire me tremendously.
if Emu succeeds and takes over, like...
They captured the attention of
If he took over his body,
$1 million business.
Emu would literally be, like, unstoppable. He's one of the strongest.
Martha had a successful catering business. A husband who runs an amazing publishing company. A perfect marriage. Things look fabulous, but are they?
He was not
Oh
satisfied.
my god. All of them are
I don't know
dead,
how
bro.
many different girlfriends he had during this time, but I think there were quite a few. young women, listen to my advice. You're married,
And
you're happy
he's gonna
married,
summon
your husband
Loki
starts
and
to cheat on you.
Lord
He's a
Jarul.
piece of shit.
So those are the only two that
And look at
kind.
him as a piece of shit and get out of it.
And he's
Get out of
probably
that
gonna
marriage.
explain it to
But I
Loki.
couldn't do that. Couldn't walk away.
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship or when you were
Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
He did say.
He did?
Yes, you confessed to him.
Oh.
He says he didn't stray from the marriage until you told him you had already strayed.
Oh, that's not true.
Sir Jarul's house.
What happened?
Something urgent?
I had
What's
a
going
very
on?
brief
And so we return
a
to
very
where this
attractive
tale
Irish
began.
man.
Yo, this
And,
is crazy.
There's just nothing.
The day of the castle massacre, when Elbath's most beloved king, Harold the Benevolent, lost his life. History convergent. Yo, what in the world?
It was like the kiss of death.
Okay, that's a crazy setup chapter, man.
Here were two people who had it all, but I don't think they ever found happiness. Lexi got caught in the middle of it. She was so confused and so angry herself.
I grew up in a very uncomfortable house and learned to suppress most of my emotions.
Martha didn't have that great joy in her marriage and raising a child. And
Wait,
that was
is
just
that the
missing
Rock's
link.
crew?
You'd hear arguments with the staff. She wanted something done a particular way. Very much a perfectionist.
They're all in the...
The strong fresh. Their father. That baton
Hold
was
on, they're
passed to
clean.
People felt abused by her.
She got such wrong ideas about success.
She is a great white shark.
Bro,
You couldn't
they're
get that.
clean.
She would take people down. You know, she was ruthless. In the business world, that's a great trait for a man. But, you know, for a woman, you know, she was a bitch.
You know the story of how she was discovered. She was catering a book party for Andy.
It was quite an extraordinary event.
Oh
The
my
waiters and
god.
waitresses were dressed as fairies.
That's what...
publisher
The Rock's
said
crew
you
is
should do
so
an entertainment
clean,
book.
bro.
I said to myself,
Alright.
catering is very ephemeral.
14 years ago, Gabon's house roamed with the sun.
It's gone. But if you write
Just
a book
before the
that's
faithful
well-liked,
massacre.
that is
What?
Forever.
Captain Roger has a
At
son.
first, my publisher wanted it to
Seems
be a
like it.
book that was in black
Garp
and
told me
white,
about...
some pictures and
Garp told me
recipes,
about
more
him the
cookbook
last
than
time we
anything
crossed
else.
paths.
The first thing she did was
The-
make it
The
pretty
kid's
clear
done well
that
to stay
this
out
was
of
going
the
to be
Navy's
her
clutches.
book, and if we didn't want to do it the way she wanted to,
Wow, so
she wasn't
basically I have a
gonna
little
work
brother out there.
I wanted it to be an illustrated, all-colored
Oh.
photographs of food and
Wait.
ideas.
So
A book
basically
that
I have a
anybody
little
could pick up
brother
and
out there.
learn how to have an
Oh, I
interest in
remember
celebration.
how Shanks was
I grew
after
up in a
Ace
large
passed.
house that always had guests. I loved the ease with which my mother added extra places, a big platter of vegetables, a special pie.
Dang it, bro.
flowers to the family table to create a
True.
special occasion.
You and Buggy were always like our sons.
So ambitious.
Who knows?
Entertaining
With
was
Captain
not so much, it
Rogers'
wasn't
blood
just
flowing through him,
It was
the
visionary.
kid might just become the pirate
I
king
wanted
of the
to provide
next
education
era.
and information and inspiration, not
You know,
expensive lunch.
you know the
It's
title's
just
not
common enough
higher.
that the lady in the diner serving
Hereditary,
coffee
right?
go home and make
Besides,
the same
most
thing
burdened
in her
with
house
high
that my
expectations
friends in Greenwich
fail to
Village
reach the
managed to
summit.
make. It was all the same.
Ain't that the
Martha
truth,
tried to
Gabon?
show everyday women that they could
About to make it
bring
my
beauty to their
wallpaper? I
homes.
might. Is
I
that so?
was the artist.
I think things are more interesting
I
that
was
way.
everybody who read that book, and they knew it.
Wait, is that Gabon's laugh? Does he laugh like Wario? I can't get that out of my head now.
I raised my own child. I had my
Meanwhile,
husband, I had my garden.
who's cast Elba?
The personal
Castle
story meant a lot to the reader.
She was the first woman that saw the marketability of her personal life. Martha was the first influencer.
Wow, it's Loki. Elder Jarul. Elder Jarul just arrived too. Prince Loki. He's returned.
Would you like a stuff a snow pea?
Martha was getting a lot of attention. She was blonde and
Foyer of the audience chamber.
And Crown was signing her up for more books, so she was off and running.
Your Majesty?
You know, she had one
Why did you do that?
forward.
He was just chaining you as you ordered.
Everything she was going to do.
Why did I cut down that soldier? What am I? My body. It's not moving on its own.
I was spending all that
Is
time
it
doing all
because
that
of
stuff
those
and
orders?
not really concentrating
I'm
on
simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way.
You're expressing regret.
Mobilized a grand army of
a
warriors.
marriage or a career.
Could
I
it
don't know.
really be impossible to disobey? Is it messing with my thoughts? Will this last forever?
And when he was around,
Then the country will suffer as long as I live. This body of mine is a walking hazard.
In terms of what he'd be wearing or how he said something.
It'll be for nothing. It'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years of my life.
They were in different universes.
I have to die
when
now.
Martha wanted
You
Andy to
men,
be present in her
kill me
universe,
now.
He wasn't eager to be there.
Huh?
There was greater and greater
As if I ever
between them.
let Elbath be enslaved.
And then there were rumors
Hurry,
floating
before I'm
around
completely
that
taken
Andy
over.
had some sort
Your
of
Majesty,
involvement
what are you saying?
with the girl
Old
who was
man,
doing the
I'm
flower
back.
arrangements at Turkey Hill Farm. Martha was picking up on everything.
What the
and
hell are you
getting
doing?
more and more
Harold?
upset. She
You
would
can't be.
frantic.
I really am
Migraines and
immortal.
sleeplessness.
So he
At
still
one point, she
lived?
showed me where she tore her
What's
hair
up, Manny?
out of her own head.
Yo, he still lived?
To her staff, she had lost control of Andy, and so she
my
was
God.
making everybody pay.
Wait, so if you're taken over by Imu,
Robin worked
and you
for
have the
me.
mark,
She had lost her apartment or something,
well,
and I
not
said,
if you're
"Move
taken
into
over by
the
Imu, but if you have the mark, you're
over
literally
to-
invincible.
We had a little apartment down there. And
I'm
when I was
regenerating?
traveling, Andy started
Stop
up
this. All of you run.
It was like I put out a snack for Andy.
How am I supposed to die now? Someone
I did,
help
sure
me.
did. I kicked her out immediately.
I'll cut to the chase. Harold and I were both bound by the most shallow pact
Nice.
of the Holy Land to serve the individual they call the Great One.
Of House Beautiful and wedding expert. I mean, this
Oh?
woman, you know weddings.
I think I do. She was promoting the weddings book. I remember just
This is just the Shallow Sea Covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we're in range, we can't defy their orders. That's a curious power. Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we were away from the Holy Land.
They handed over letters that were very personal. So, guess what? Take it out of the letters.
I knew it. You're from the Red-Haired Pirates, aren't you?
I cannot sleep. I cannot eat.
Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of God if it helped Elbath's membership bid, but if he agreed, he'd have to enter into a deeper covenant. Is that a problem? The covenant of a full knight
I'm in a really fragile, breakable state.
blesses them with inhumane strength and immortality. They can also conjure abyss pentagrams, enabling travel across vast distances. In exchange, the Great One's voice can reach them anywhere, so disobedience becomes totally impossible, even if you're far away.
I'd love to see that.
Harold would be fully under their thumb if he enters into that deeper covenant. Those guys have a boundless appetite for greed. I can't see them just honoring their word. I really don't think Harold should join. What the?
I'm so sorry about so much. Why does it have to be too late? Dear Andy, again,
Wait,
He was throwing me away.
Oh, they're gonna pull up?
I was gorgeous. You know, I was a desirous woman.
Knock it off, old man. What the hell is even going on here?
He treated me really badly. And in return,
oh, Loki versus Harold? How are you even breathing after those stab wounds? Why are you trying to kill us? And where's all this strength coming from? What happened to you, Harold? Come back to your senses. Pulling out the sword.
I did. I thought it was admirable.
All the guards report to the throne room now. He's gone mad. The king. We have to stop him. Did a fight break out? I bet Loki's up to no good again. Hurry. We must aid our king.
I have planted.
Explain yourself, Harold. What happened?
All of these I've planted.
Elder Cherul, what I've done is unforgivable. My sanity is slipping beyond my control. Please, listen to me, Loki. Tell the people of Elbath what happened here. Tell them about the guards I've slain. Let it be known that I've repeatedly stained my hands, trying to make Elbath a member nation. What? Spread the word about how I was tricked and ended up in this miserable state. They wanted me to enslave our people as warriors for the government. Huh? What do you mean? How you were tricked?
Okay, guys, do not break these pots.
Wait, how were you tricked? They never intended to honor my terms from the very start. My king?
I look at the problem, look at it, and try to solve it.
Elder Cherul, Loki must be the one to eat Elbath's secret treasure. Please see to it. What? No one else can beat me with these godly powers. It was never my dream to see Elbath subjected by the government. The worst king in history of Elbath. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Oh, whoa. What?
And it started with Kmart.
Now Martha Stewart is bringing her high-class style to middle-class
Yo, imagine breaking your son out of prison and telling him to kill you.
Everything for your home.
I don't care about how I'm remembered. That's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbath's future, don't you see?
The Greenwich Garden Club canceled my appearance.
You'd go that far?
I didn't want anything downscale.
She understood.
I'm counting on you, Loki. You're the only one that can make things right.
That was powerful.
If you had never heard of Martha before you heard about her now.
There's a criminal roaming the castle. Sire, seal the chamber doors. Right away, Your Majesty.
During this time, I've done maybe 6 books.
What have you done? You're not the King Harold I knew. Indeed. That Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel.
That was a huge.
Oh my God.
My first stop was Condé Nast.
And none of you will be allowed to escape. The truth of what happened here will die with you.
He said, "It can't be Martha Stewart."
Everybody run!
You. That's our name.
I know.
And so he was a brand protector. And moved
Bro.
on to this guy Rupert Murdoch. And he said, "I'm closing magazines now because that's not our
I think we
business."
might need to have that discussion about how strong Emily
It was
is.
very much a man's world. They did not get it at all. He said, living is a subject that can be covered over and over and over again for years to come. Living is limitless. And he said, well, if you really mean that, maybe this is a good idea.
We wanted to be the modern woman's magazine.
Holidays, entertaining, food, decorating, kids, babies, crafting. Those never had been put together really in one place before. We created a beautiful
Oh my God.
which sold out.
I shall deliver this country into the hands of Lord Ingle.
Martha Stewart Living. Martha Stewart Living became out. And when we finished, it was my 50th birthday. So I decided I'd have a great big 50th birthday party.
It was like this gigantic party, like everybody was there.
People from the business world, people in the movie business, TV business. The moment she was in that world, it's just like a pool ball. Hits 10 other balls and it's all
Loki, hurry. Damn it, why do I have to eat this devil fruit?
I think more about everything that I'm doing, things that I'm working on, things that I'd like to work on, things that I'd like to accomplish. That's where I'm best.
Doesn't that mean giving up the ability to ever swim?
very, very conservative.
And why is the old man suddenly acting like a totally different person?
If people saw Martha on TV, they would not feel like they needed to buy the magazine.
I always had hoped that I would be doing television in conjunction with the magazine. That was called Synergy, the dirty word in the 1990s. It was considered crazy, but it worked.
If you had said before Martha existed, do you want a TV show about someone who has much more money than you have?
You won't be eating it, Loki. That fruit is mine. You just told me to eat it, remember? You can't eat it, Harold. It would be the end of the world.
It's a good thing.
Hurry, Loki. No matter what happens, we can't let him lay his hands on it.
A national craze. It is a craze.
What is the subject?
Living. Living. Everyday living. It has always been, for me, a very serious subject.
Elder Sharul!
Kmart was going wild.
I'm afraid I must return the legendary sword you gave to me a long time ago.
She saw that she could create an empire for herself. Martha was able to buy her name back and her magazine from time.
She went to Kmart to get the money. Kmart advanced her the money against
I
warranties.
need to
It
eat
turned
the
out to be
fruit
a
and
very
take
good
up
thing. If I can put
right
that
here.
way.
All of a sudden, we owned 100% of everything. And that was the beginning of Martha Inc.
The plan was to create a company that was on the media in scope. It was my idea to make the plan of the company the solar system. One person at the center. It hadn't been done like that before.
What started as a small home-based catering business in 1976 has become Martha Stewart Living Enterprise, a multimedia corporation bringing in something like $200 million a year. Probably the only one-woman, one-person conglomerate.
She was like a superstar. There was Martha Stewart everywhere you looked. Having finally freed herself from Tommy, Martha Stewart is already plotting her next big move, going public.
Going public is the American dream.
I won't let you.
Martha Stewart is the pristine princess.
Oh,
really
Gabon
queen of mean?
Wait, Shanks? Oh, Immu's gonna find out. Is this gonna cause...
In the 90s, that's when she really started getting slammed in the press. She's mentally unstable.
Wait, is this what's gonna cause Immu to be against Shanks?
That was not
Wait,
helpful.
Shanks is doing this? Wait, this is basically Shanks before...
One person.
I remember hearing from people in the
Before the world government,
and they
well,
said,
changes his
"Wait a minute."
bounty
I thought
poster.
it was a really sound business plan.
Oh,
When we presented this to various investors,
Gabon? Is that you?
it was a horrible investment because
Joe,
of one
what happened?
person at the center. They did not like the
Don't worry, my helmet saved
run
me.
a company like this.
I mean, the sword is in your head, though.
Question of
Please stop, Harold. You can't let him catch Loki.
it was the biggest fear on the part of the
Ugh.
dad. People kept
No
saying,
matter
what if she gets hit
how
by
you
a bus,
slice
the
it,
brand would be destroyed.
we've landed ourselves in a real pinch. Harold, open your eyes.
Based on reputation,
Look at what you're doing.
and also,
Hey,
frankly,
Shanks.
her credibility.
This immortality thing isn't half bad. I truly feel superior now. Damn it. Is there really no way to free him from having to follow these orders?
And maybe that's why your husband left you!
This is the forbidden devil fruit passed down within Elbath.
Because she does something that all of us theoretically could do, she just does it way better. It seems to drive people up the walls.
What is this thing?
For every woman who makes a complicated gingerbread house, a million don't even have the time
Wait,
to bake a cookie.
it's a hammer?
Standards. And when people see her home, it makes you feel like a failure.
Wait,
Whatever is the
is it the hammer that has the devil fruit?
is what Martha Stewart is.
Yeah, he's technically still a god knight at this point. Wait, so does this mean that...
But how funny would you be
Oh,
4 hours
goodness.
and a life devoted to keep
That means the beginning of Siri... So, this is before he becomes Yonko Shanks that we know. And he was doing a feat like this?
She had under men's hair this idea that you could be a homemaking expert who's a bitch. Like, that was such a clash of
Oh,
ideas.
so now we gotta upscale Shanks and freaking Gabon. And also, I think we gotta talk about, like, Gabon is stronger than Rayleigh?
Perfect point of casual, easy perfection.
Or they might. They may not ever make that cake. But they can dream about it. She built a multimedia empire. Now Martha Stewart sets out to conquer Wall Street.
Okay, gotcha. Wait, so the hammer has a devil fruit?
What a thing to experience. All the noise and the bell ringing and the smiles because you could watch on the ticker how
Weekly Shonen Jump?
How does it feel to be the chairman of a publicly traded company? I must tell you, we're really excited.
Okay, so now we're at the... Also, a lot of good ass chapters.
Did you ever imagine
Yo,
that your sort of brand of domesticity would ever
8 to 10 out of 10s,
that you would
bro.
bring this company public?
For the last two. All of this is crazy. And it actually hits more knowing what we know in the future. Chapter 1170. Contradictions. Jimbei as a ticket clerk for an eel train serving bento. Oh, that's cool. To kid Straw Hats.
all the women went into the ladies' room, and Martha's standing there going, I'm the wealthiest woman in the world.
Is Robin the mother?
$1.2 billion.
Zoro, Sanji, there's Usopp, Nami, there's Luffy, Chopper. I don't think Brooke is here.
All the success that
Yeah, Brooke ain't here. Just... Oh, that's crazy.
a salesperson and his mother was a teacher.
Yeah, the hammer was behind the chest.
How much did you make?
And the hammer moved on its own. The hammer moved on its own. It was behind the chest, too. The hammer sneak attack? Bastard. Who threw that hammer? Come on out. There's gotta be someone here. Whatever. I have to eat the devil fruit. Chitter chitter. Squeak squeak.
But
Huh?
Martha saw nothing but potential. It was like being on an Olympic team, the best of the best. We were
Whoa, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. What the hell is going on? Is this decrepit old castle just falling apart?
And then there were the TV series. nothing you couldn't do.
The rest of the world was starting to realize her vision. Joe Didion wrote a very
Your efforts are futile, Loki. Generations of rulers have watched over that devil fruit. Yet for centuries, it has gone uneaten, not by choice, but because no one could eat it. Ragnar simply hasn't deemed anyone worthy. Huh? The hammer? But with my current strength. Wait. The hammer is the devil fruit? And what's in the chest? Oh. So it's like a... Wait, hold on. So, the hammer... If you can lift the hammer, then it can deem you worthy for you to eat the devil fruit. The hammer is just the guard for the fruit. Oh, wait a minute. So Ragnar is just Mjolnir. Wait, but why was it squeaking? Wait a minute, hold on. That means this hammer ate a devil fruit. Wait, the hammer ate a devil fruit? Because why? Why in the heck is it squeaking? What, is it a freaking squirrel? Or tanuki?
They just didn't see it. But we showed them.
I have so many questions. Alright, let's keep going. Also, shout out to Rayleigh and Shanks. Rayleigh and Shanks... I mean, I said Rayleigh. Freaking Gabon and Shanks are keeping up with Harold. Another feat, by the way. Those wounds are already causing him a lot of pain. His healing abilities are struggling to keep up. Oh, they're seeing something. They're seeing something. And we do see the wounds. So if you're consistent with your hockey attacks, and you land critical ones, the healing struggles to keep up. Don't let up, and he'll eventually be driven into a corner. Folks like him are weak to Conqueror's hockey coding. So, Conqueror's hockey coding, yep. Consistent Conqueror's hockey coding attacks. Okay. So that's the real counter. Wait! I just realized Loki is telling Luffy all this. Loki is telling Luffy all this. Once he finds out, it's a wrap.
Chief executives accused of enriching themselves and their associates, while many shareholders lose a fortune. At that time,
oh, Luffy just needs to do. Luffy needs to do like a King Kong gun or a Gabon gun.
I don't think that there's any word for it but outrageous.
Or Bajrang gun, sorry. You dare oppose me? You bet. We can't let you run wild just because you've gone crazy. Gabon-san, you're familiar with the weaknesses of the King of Gods? Wait, actually, now that Shanks mentioned it, why does he know? I can't remember how many times they tried to take you back. Huh? That red-haired boy, we know you have him. He looks just like our captain's son. Hand him over. Back then, I'd slice him up and we'd send him packing.
It came as a surprise when I got a call from my boss.
That Summers guy did mention something like that. Those were the days. Frankly, I'm surprised. It's surprising that a fighting force like that originates from the Holy Land. Most celestial dragons are useless. Those guys consider themselves divine living sedentary lives and keeping well clear of our world. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
And when I didn't remember, I said I didn't remember.
So,
and I went back to work.
Ted, you know what this confirms? The God Knights are trash.
2002, when Sam got arrested.
Bro, the God Knights got packed up
Circus began.
by
Also under scrutiny,
just
Waxel's friend Martha
Zebek.
Stewart, who sold inflow stock on the same day Waxel's family sold. Shares
Wait,
of
the
Republican
God Knights are
Party
trash, bro.
media, sinking 22% since news of the inflow
So
sales
anybody
dropped.
with Conqueror's hockey coding beats them, for real.
Keep quiet. Bad advice.
But she's lost so much money. Instead of selling her stuff at Kmart, she actually has to start buying her stuff. It's a company that exists wholly to promote the lifestyle.
Anybody with Conqueror's hockey coding
So if
can
that
beat a
image
God
is
Knight.
damaged, the company really suffers.
What a beautiful day in New York today, isn't it? Here's how lovely it was today. Martha Stewart was doing her insider trading outside. Oh, was that?
So anybody can dog walk them, but anyone else without that? No wonder for even with Jinbei there, they couldn't do anything against they couldn't do anything against her. That explains it. If just one of them had Conqueror's hockey.
We are, but first let me ask you a few things about all this. You released a statement saying that you were not involved in any insider trading.
Wait, but this means the God Knights are trash when it comes to high tier. Bro, why would you want a God Knight when an Admiral would probably be better against...
And many people are involved in this whole investigation, and I'm just not at liberty at this time to make any
Wait, so this means Sengoku can probably cook them.
in the very near future.
The world was wondering what went on with the stock sale, and there was no answer that was good.
I have nothing to say on the matter. I'm really not at liberty to say.
Bro,
and,
I just
as I said, I think this will
walked
be resolved
all the way
in the
from
very
there,
near
bro.
future, and I will be accelerated. I know that ridiculousness. I know that image is
Meanwhile, my life's always giving me the chills. You can call that fate. Talk to him, Gabon. Talk to him. Gabon-san, I want to save Harold. But you're the one who told me how hopeless it is when someone becomes a king. God, yeah. I'm afraid Loki's our best bet. Is that so?
It was instantly in the press. Can't take the heat, blah, blah, blah.
Don't make me repeat myself. Move it, Hammer. Wheeze. Oh, they're both tired. Yeah, this... Wait, so the Hammer has a devil fruit.
There was an enormous amount of negative tabloid coverage. Journalists were looking to make their mark on teardown stories. She was exactly the #1 target. It was unbelievable.
So basically the national treasure's guardian? How can you even move?
Everybody's focus,
Well, we know how.
was that Sam had kept Martha about the FDA. Now that's a genuine crime. But it was obvious.
What is going on?
He didn't even speak to her
I
until
am
after she
so...
Sam was in enormous trouble. Nobody could get away with
Over
it. I
this.
just don't understand it.
Wait, how strong is this
And
hammer?
you know, he didn't hit her. And so...
Wait, hold the phone.
Very relieved.
Some people from the SEC and the Justice Department were there. Did they ask you about that?
Is this a mythical zone?
Yes.
They wanted me to say
I thought mythical zones were supposed to be more rare than a Logia. I swear Oda has given us like 57 mythical zones. Nah, Logias are the most rare. God, my hammer!
She goes, tell me to tip Martha.
Huh?
So I thought that was funny, but I didn't.
It's a... Wait, it's a squirrel? Wait, it's a squirrel?
And by the way,
what are
so
you?
we know. You know who wanted me to say that? Jim Comey.
What is this, freaking Rattatasca? No wonder it was freaking squeaking. And Loki's just like, huh?
We're here this afternoon to announce the filing.
Be gone. How are we supposed to end this? Well, honestly, I've never fought one who has conquerors too. Soldiers, stop Harold. We can't allow him to get his hands on that devil fruit.
Criminal insider trading. That may seem odd at first glance.
Yo, Harold is... Nah, this is crazy. How am I doing, bro? You know, Dark, I'm doing good.
And so what they did was not illegal. So the government had to pare back their case.
This criminal case is about lying. Lying to the FBI, lying to the SEC, and lying to investors.
People said, how can you be charged with lying about a crime that you never committed? And it was a good question.
She wasn't criminally charged with insider trading, but during her interview, we had the sense that she was not being truthful about why she sold.
She said she didn't recall being told that the Waxels were selling, and that was not why she traded. But we believed she knew that Sam Waxel was selling.
What is that devil fruit?
Lying to the FBI.
Wait, so
with profound...
does this mean that Loki... Wait, Loki hit the hammer so hard it left a bruise, by the way. Hey, that's a feat.
Parents have taught their children for eons. Even if you're in a tight spot, lying is not the way out.
Lying. It's about lying. Come on. 95 out of 100 prosecutors would not bring this case. Comey was self-righteous.
And, okay, so the squirrel let him eat the devil fruit. So that means he lifted the squirrel? So what's the plan today? Okay, so Candido, the plan is reading this One Piece chapter, playing some Pirate Warriors 4. And then after this, I'm going to play some Xenoverse. And then I got to play something on Twitch. I'm going to do everything that I wanted to do yesterday today. So, gotta do it all today, bro.
Or if they were just a shower of fucking sanctimonious twats.
And Harold's transforming into... Oh, he's transforming into the demon.
Why are they going after her?
Squeak! Wait.
She was being made an example of. The trade that Martha
this is crazy.
Was worth about $45,000.
Oh, that wasn't... I thought that was Harold. No, that's Loki. Wait, is Loki the first person to ever wield, like, a mythical zone weapon?
Down 86% from last year.
And have a mythical zone? Is he the first character to have a devil fruit and have a devil fruit weapon? Wait, Loki's cracked. No, yo, Loki is cracked in power. Look at how giant he becomes. What kind of creature did he turn into?
Why do people love to hate her? You always want to see little Miss Perfect fail.
And Harold is killing everybody. Did you eat it, Loki? Show me its legendary power.
The Steward's obstruction of justice trial, and all of the world is watching.
Trials are all about competing narratives, that's what they are. And their narrative was pretty easy to present. Fancy Martha got a tip.
Yo, everybody was...
In our narrative, which is a woman famed for being on top of everything, and
dang, Harold.
Doesn't really remember what happened.
And he's wielding the hammer?
Very tough.
Oh, I saw the lightning. I knew it. Loki, you have the blood of a conqueror flowing inside you. Hey, if you come back to your senses then, it won't last long. Don't drop your guard. Look around. I'm beyond redemption anyway. You were being controlled, weren't you?
But as the days passed, it became
Not quite. It's more like that thing is influencing my thoughts. I started considering myself a god. You have what it takes to lead Elbath. Well, try to get along more with your brother, though. You're the worst, you know that? Oh, everybody's a little tired, I feel it. Having your own son take your life? What kind of a father does that? One last thing I almost forgot. I wanted to thank you about Ida. What are you? Burning down Alcohol Village didn't make her better, but I was touched by how much you loved her. Oh no!
His testimony had the complete ring of truth to it, including the fact that Martha treated him like shit.
You were touched by how much you loved
Martha treated underlings like shit.
I have never ever been treated more rudely by a stranger on the telephone. She actually hung up on me.
Hurry, it's taking me over again. I'll never forgive you for making me do all the dirty work here. I love you too. That's the last thing he hears from his dad. That's the last thing he hears from his dad before he kills him. Oh my god, wait, thunder? That's not hockey lightning.
Stewart's phone manner is rude, confirming she even threatened to take her account.
Is that legitimate lightning?
Hold music wasn't changed.
What freaking devil fruit did he eat, bro?
Martha Stewart out to be a difficult, abrasive person. They wanted to paint her as the villain, and they were pretty successful.
Bro.
Martha Stewart has come across as petty, as demeaning.
Wait, so it's hockey lightning plus actual lightning?
And you know, as much as that shouldn't matter in a case
Is
like
Loki Thor? Is Loki a mixture of Loki and Thor? That's actually kind of sick.
Rude and imperious and dismissive of a man.
So this is all about her being a woman now, Miss Lafferty? Is that what you're gonna try to convince me about?
What this is about is a targeted prosecution of a person who happens to be a woman, but happens to be a certain kind of woman, a wildly successful woman, an arrogant woman.
Popular theory is Nidhogg.
It's a message that you
I can
can't
see that.
really be a bitch. It's
I can see
we're
that.
calling a bitch hunt.
We were only there because she was famous and knew she was in a lot of trouble. Those factors together sell newspapers. We all wanted our pound of flesh.
Martha is very concerned with how she's perceived. This was so much press, unrelenting, virtually all negative.
It was obscene, and I had to keep my composure, keep my head upright, and not cry. Remember, women in business don't cry.
I can see Nidhogg.
You don't cry.
But gee, look at the size of that thunder.
The drumbeat of the evidence was getting louder and louder and louder, and it crescendoed with Marianne Pasternak.
By the way,
who was the last nail in the coffin.
This is my best friend.
I think we gotta talk about, like, Loki is definitely stronger than Kaido.
Marianne Pasternak was a confident.
Like, this is just proving
On vacation.
Kaido was, don't get me wrong, Kaido is definitely strong, but Loki is a mythical zone user with a mythical zone weapon and conquers her. Like, if you don't have the holy grail of devil fruits and power, I don't know what.
Isn't it nice to have brothers who tell you those things?
It was like a thunderclap that happened in the court at that moment. You know, that was an absolutely devastating line. It fed straight into the government's case that Martha had received this secret tip from her stockbroker, Peter Burkhardt, that the Waxwell family was selling shares in
Oh my god, let me keep scrolling though.
basically showed her up to being a liar.
According to her, Martha Stewart knew that Sam Watson
Wait, it's like he infused Conqueror's Hockey into lightning and literally hit it out of the hammer.
As if my
Like it was a...
That's why I said those words. And
And I looked in the courtroom, and I saw Martha's eyes. You know, that cold, icy look in her eyes.
Was it the right medicine?
By the time Mariana got onto the stand, she was a damaged human being.
Bro, them damn eyes,
She was
bro.
told what to say. It made me very sad.
Loki, my dear son, the only thing that really matters is securing Elbath's future. Only memories last.
We were horrified to see what was happening to her. It was very, very upsetting.
And Loki's crying doing this, bro.
The jury will be inside deliberating the facts.
What took you about so long, woman?
Trial analysts say the problem for the government is that however compelling its witnesses may have been, it never produced a smoking gun.
The best defense is the case never should have gone to trial. For jurors to look at this and say to themselves, boy, this sure seems like a selective prosecution. On the other hand, if they focus strictly on the question of, do we believe that she had some sort of tip, I think Martha Stewart's in trouble.
You know, you stand, obviously, when they come in. It's the tensest moment you can imagine.
Oh my god, bro. Nah, this chapter is a 20 out of 10, bro. Bro, the stakes were so high. He was killing every single giant bear.
Guilty.
For some reason, Jarul's still alive. I don't know.
New York Post lady was there, just looking so smug. She had written horrible things during the entire trial. She's dead now, thank goodness. She doesn't have to. Nobody has.
I don't know who's dying from this, but we'll see.
My daughter, she fainted when they read the verdict. Poor child.
It was so horrifying and incomprehensible. And then I woke up and I was
Memory
unfortunately
intact.
still there.
But oh god, bro. You know what? Look, Loki's a straw hat.
Martha Stewart, now a convicted felon, left the courthouse to some cheers.
Nah, 20 out of 10 chapter, bro.
Now I'm being told that trading has been halted on Martha's
So,
stock.
by the way, this also what's also crazy about this is that One Piece season 1 was everything until Elbath.
Her flagship magazine.
So everything we're seeing is season 2 of One Piece. Is crazy, by the way.
Facing prison time,
I don't think I've ever talked about it, but knowing that they're considering everything after Egghead season 2 is crazy. Scopper and Shanks know the truth as well. Yeah, Scopper and Shanks. No, wait, Shanks knows. No wonder he didn't trust Blackbeard.
I think it's basically over for Martha Stewart.
Okay, no wonder he pulled up on Whitebeard, bro. He didn't want someone he considered a brother dead.
She's
I don't know what that
disappointed
is,
of her feeling like her life
calorie count
was wasted. Everything she did is ignored over something trivial that maybe didn't happen.
What does that have to do with calorie, bro?
That counts the weight of it, and you put what it is.
Oh man.
A lot of people want to know, first of all, how are you doing?
And actually, this explains why Shanks wanted his arm gone.
Then maybe
maybe it shouldn't be a question.
He was okay with that sea king eating his arm.
You should just say, talk about this. Don't ask me a question.
Not only to save Luffy, but so he's not in Imu's clutches. Oh my god.
She's a tough woman.
So this is Easter Sunday, 2004. And I have invited...
And all of his brothers are emperors.
20 people for brunch. So the menu
Buggy.
is hard-boiled eggs, which I already did. Blood orange
Ace.
curd cake that Alexis
Ace has the Flame Emperor move.
1 month before sentencing.
Sabo became an emperor.
How do you prepare yourself
Luffy.
when they occur?
Well, you go to the dentist.
And also
you go to
Blackbeard.
the gynecologist. You just make sure that you're in as best shape as you possibly can to let your body and your
Oh,
mind
let me see how many I got left.
It's a simple idea. Here, I'll want me to show you? The press made me out to be a person
So I need to
that
get
I'm
4.
not. I don't think I've been the mean and nasty and horrible person portrayed in certain publications. I'm strict and I'm demanding and I'm all those good things that make a successful person. Recently, I critiqued a teacup. I said, how's that selling? The young man said to me, well, not well. And I said, you know why?
Yo, I don't care.
Pick up the
Low-key
teacup,
for Straw
put
Hat.
your finger in.
Originally, I was gonna put Yamato up there, but Yamato gotta find out who she wants to be, bro.
But that I said it.
So focused on trying to be freaking
To
Oden.
critique teacup handle for my own company was considered a bad thing. I consider it a good thing. Never use soap on it, okay? Never. That would never have gotten in our catalog before. And I'm supposed to pussyfoot around? Such an idiot nitwit? What knife are you using to cut those? Well, isn't that a stupid knife? I don't know. Why? Why would you use a little knife to cut a big orange? You know how fast a big knife cuts? Okay,
And
you don't
all
get
of
that on
the...
film, 'cause, I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. Okay?
So this also confirms that
You use a
the
big knife
entire
to cut oranges, okay?
Roger Pirates had to deal with the God Knights, which means they knew...
Attention, be efficient.
Wait,
Look, it's so much easier.
this
okay?
explains so much.
Have you ever visited a prison? No. No, I haven't.
Do you have any idea what it's like?
No. Not really.
Strip searches?
Oh, I don't think I'm enough.
He might not know about the shipbuilders.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they...
Maybe I'm uninformed.
So the Roger Pirate... No wonder... No wonder Rayleigh said what he did. Bro, Roger Pirates knew so much and didn't say anything about it.
Good morning, and you're looking at a shot outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan right now. Martha Stewart is just emerging from the courthouse after receiving her sentence from Judge Miriam Cedarbaum.
5 months in prison, 5 months of home detention, 2 years of probation, and a fine of $30,000.
When she was sentenced, it was very emotional. So shocking.
Welcome to Alderson, a prison town. Will be Martha Stewart's home for the next 5 months.
Its nickname may be Camp Cupcake, but the federal prison camp in Alderson, West Virginia is no picnic.
Prison guards have said they can't guarantee the famous inmate won't be harassed.
This is crazy, bro.
And make sure that no inmate bothers her. No.
Stewart has been so in control. How hard is that going to be? How difficult for Martha Stewart to give up control?
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible for Martha Stewart.
He just don't know more.
Friday, October 8th, entry 5:55 a.m. Pearl earrings okay, although questioned. No contacts.
Can't wait to play it now.
Wallet box.
I'm so excited to play Zephyr, bro. Like truly, I love Zephyr. But I won't lie, Anel is gonna be second for me, and then King, because you know, shout out to black characters.
Can't even believe that that's what you're going through.
Taken to room J11, second floor. My room contains an old double-decker bedstead, metal spring, and metal frame. The springs are very saggy, thus an unhealthy bed set. I would actually prefer the top, but over 62 years old, and you automatically are given a lower bunk. 4 a.m., wake up. 5 a.m., shower, shampoo. 7 a.m., coffee. What worries me is the very poor quality of the food and the unavailability of fresh anything, as there are many starches and many carbs, many fat foods. No pure anything.
We had the worst coffee imaginable. I wasn't a coffee drinker anyway, but boy, that coffee was terrible. And the milk was terrible. Everything was terrible.
Visit to library. Watched Grand Canyon, Reader's Digest series.
Wonder if he takes his hat off. What, an L?
One has to use this time to
I
learn
doubt
something
it.
new every day. Putting me here is a joke, and everyone seems to know that.
I want to see King take
Today,
his
I saw two very well-dressed ladies
his mask
walking,
off though,
and I breezed
like
by them,
as a full force
remarking on the
burst.
beautiful warm morning, and how nice
And
they
it,
looked.
and it also seems
When I
like
realized
King's
with the silver
moveset,
keychain that they were guards,
he's probably not going to be able to turn zone as a full force burst like other
Later, I was
zones.
called in to be told never ever to touch a guard without expecting severe reprimand.
Oh, you're talking about
Of
no.
course, I apologized, but the incident was so
Yeah, he's probably
minor
not
when it
going to be
occurred
able
that I
to
did
take
not
off
think
his.
about it for the rest of the day.
I know from what was it, the SBS? Oda confirmed that he has an afro.
I was dragged into solitary for touching an officer.
Oh.
No food or water for a day. This was Camp Cupcake, remember? That was the nickname. Camp Cupcake. It was not a cupcake.
I went almost every weekend. I'd get there the night before and then get up at about 4 in the morning and take some giant blankets, because you had to get on the line, out of your car in order to get the table.
I watched her walk in prison-issued sweats and eyeglasses. And I had never ever seen Martha in eyeglasses before. There was some embarrassment that she had, especially with somebody like me who she had known for so long.
And there were people there that were, I think, will do something to her.
Do some Loki. I mean, not Loki. Lucci action.
Late at night, walking home.
How you doing,
in the dark,
Ted? What's good with you,
you
man?
could have been jumped. People were jumped, beaten. Stuff like that happened. I was warned, but I was not protected.
Another day. I visited the greenhouses. There's no fertilizers, no pots, no seeds, etc. There is a small garden designed and planted by an inmate who is here for a long time. She too has no resources. I gave her some of my gardening books, and she was very grateful. Prison does nothing to reform, to rehabilitate, to educate, to make people feel better, or to induce people to go on to better things. Charles Simone, first of all, how are you? I've not got an email or even a note from you for so long. I'd love to hear from you.
Why did your boyfriend only visit you once?
I don't think he liked hanging out with somebody in jail. He was out on his boat, floating around the world. That was distressing to me.
The days are quite indistinguishable one from another. and I'm feeling a bit out of touch, a bit alone, a bit solitary.
About to play Where Winds Meet for a bit. I need to get back on that game, bro.
Today. As if no one would miss me if I never came back to reality.
You wrote about wondering if you didn't return, then we'd miss you.
I had to keep my self-esteem and my conviction that I was a good person. I mean, it was a pretty terrible time. Listen, here's this girl from a family of 8 in Nutley, New Jersey, living modestly, who gets a good idea, builds it into something really fine, and profits. That's basically my
Enjoy
story.
the rest of your stream.
And then falls in a hole.
You have a good one, man. Great to see
And
you.
that hole, I had to climb out of a fucking hole.
Rose at 6 a.m., showered, dressed, touched up the upstairs bathroom, my week's job. I rushed over to the chapel where the Muslim women had asked me to be one of 5 speakers to a good gathering of interesting souls who want so much to better themselves and improve their situations. I encouraged them to be entrepreneurial if they had a good, unique, and clear idea, one that would help others. An idea that many needed or wanted. The same things I've been saying for many years that still resonate and make sense. And I know the girls all took something away with them from my remarks.
I was asked to help with business plans. It was just interesting to hear the hopes and dreams of these women.
I mean, at first, she was a little bit bossy. She was used to being the boss. But it didn't take her long to realize that we were all in this boat together.
Susan Spry picked dandelions, sorrel, wild onions, and garlic, and gave me half her harvest. She has been here for 12 years, smart, a gardener in training. She is so happy to have someone now to talk to about gardening and picking and health and vegetables. I'm looking forward to a feast.
Martha tried to make life pleasant. She said to me, I want to have dinner. We'll have cucumber sandwiches. I thought, cucumber sandwiches? What is a cucumber sandwich? I don't know what a cucumber sandwich is.
She was congenial with everyone. She was definitely wanting to be a part of everyone's life there.
Time is passing quickly, and soon I will return to the world to which I belong. There is much to discuss, think about, plan. When I get out in March, I want many things ready to get life to work.
Good evening, Ernie. Although Martha Stewart's term doesn't officially end here until Sunday, the thinking around here is that she could be out as early as tomorrow morning, just in time for spring and just in time for the next chapter of Martha, Inc.
All right, love this one.
Prison. What was it really like? Was I frightened? Was I worried? Was I bored? I had time for the very first time in many years to contemplate, to not worry, to get rid of the stress of 3 years. New friends, new ideas germinated, ability through it all to be productive. My return to my life coincides with the advent of spring and all that is fresh and new.
We did become close. We became good friends. We helped each other through a very difficult time. I do believe that Martha had a profound effect on me.
And I wish from the bottom of my heart that I could help every one of these women find a better life for them, their kids, and their families.
Martha Stewart's 5 months of confinement in a federal prison have come to an end.
There she is, Martha Stewart.
We picked her up, and my first words to her were, what the fuck are you wearing?
In prison, I found the best craftspeople. This beautiful poncho was gifted to me by one of the inmates, and it looked really great leaving the prison. My boyfriend Charles sent his plane to pick me up. I was very happy to be getting out of there.
To thunderous applause here in Manhattan today, Martha Stewart returned to work after more than a few days off. She rallied and thanked the troops at Martha Stewart on the media.
I love all of you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm really glad to be home. She had lived before that, being worried about what people thought of her. And then the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. And she survived it. She'd been set
I
free
hate
by
that, but
that's the poster she got in jail. The girl made for her. Even the dog got one.
I am free. No ankle bracelet. Mark Burnett, the creator of The Apprentice, proposed a daily show, The Martha Show. And I was excited about that because, yes, of course I want to do that.
You think you're back?
I hope that I have re-emerged as a teacher, as a purveyor of great information. We are going to mix up the rub, and you're going to rub it into the meat. Mark Burnett wanted a talk show with variety guests, and I really wanted my own format of how-to.
She was at a vulnerable moment right then. Had Martha not gone to prison, she wouldn't have done the deal with Mark Burnett. She lost control. And the result wasn't what she or the audiences came to expect. It just felt forced.
I thought I could teach you something today. And now you get to go to Mark home and on.
I cannot imagine Martha wanting to spend her time with celebrities who were not expert at whatever it is they were doing. Those damn TV shows were creative malice.
People gravitated to Martha Stewart not because she was celebrity adjacent or because she was a celebrity. It was because of what she stood for and the daytime show. That wasn't authentic to Martha.
Mark Burnett missed the point of Martha Stewart.
Riding a horse on set, really.
Crummy music, and that was more like prison than being an Alderson.
It just shows when she controls everything, it works more than if she let someone else control.
Martha wanted to do so many things, but she wasn't allowed to be CEO because of the conviction.
Stewart is charging full steam ahead to try to save her company. This year they posted a
okay.
The renegotiation of the Kmart contract was pitiful, and the deals that we were being offered aren't as lucrative. When you're not making the money that you need to make, there is a lot of confusion. And the relationship to authenticity was harder and harder to hold on to. You can't do everything perfectly.
In the 2000s, Martha Stewart living on the media increasingly became a very struggling and shrinking company. Her social and cultural relevance just declined.
Once
Her
you took
stock
Martha
went down
out of
to
the
$2.50.
CEO, things were not going to work as well. Martha didn't have the control to bring the company back.
It was a publicly traded company. There were things that Martha simply had to get out of the way on and had absolutely no authority on. Very hard thing for Martha to accept. I was much more agile prior to prison, and my life became a little less exciting. And I think also it affected my relationship with Charles. We had this elaborate trip planned. We were visiting the president of Iceland, and we were in bed. And he said, you know, Martha, I'm going to get married. He said, I'm going to get married to Lisa. I said, Lisa who? And he hadn't told me a word. And by the way, her parents don't want me to ever speak to you again. I thought that was the most horrible thing a person could do. How can a man who spent 15 years with me just do that? What a stupid thing to do to someone that you actually care about. second divorce.
Wall Street Journal is reporting this exclusively, that Martha Stewart is close to selling her empire, which is called Martha Stewart Living on the Media, to a retail licensing company.
Sequential licenses a number of brands, including items in Jessica Simpson's collection and linens and things.
That was a devastating moment because it marked the end of an era.
There are moments in time that are inflection points. As I look back on that, I think, Jesus, how that fucked up everything. She would have this company that now would be worth tens of billions of dollars. It would have been huge. The whole world would have been different. Imagine.
My company was founded by me based on all my ideas and my creativity and my inward thoughts, put it that way. And no longer being owned by somebody else is not the same as having your own company at all.
How much money?
Did I lose? Personally, oh, I'm sure.
$500 million?
No, probably more than $1 billion, of course. So.
More than $1 billion?
Yeah, and enough. Let's get on with the future. By that time, if you want to believe in mojo, I think my mojo was damaged. I wasn't as adept as I had been. Something slowed me down. But I had two mottos. One is learn something new every day. And the second one is when you're through changing, you're through. Change that garden if you don't like it. Rip it out and start all over again.
Justin Bieber,
my god.
Sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the man you really are. I talk this like a lion.
Hey!
Thank you very much. Please, everybody, have a seat. Be comfortable. We got a lot to talk about.
Did someone scream? What happened?
You put a cold hands on me. Come on. Go on.
Oh, you cold. You cold.
Why are you here? Imagine that on your back, unexpected.
Hey, no. This is not a 24-hour stream, bull. Also, was Goju.
That's new.
Also, so I think we can pretty much confirm that Oda in Elbath has created 3 perfectly written characters. Harold, Loki, and Reed Zebek. And honestly, each of these characters could be top 5. Top 5 strongest or top 5 best written.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. You losing weight in your legs. But everything else stays. That ain't going nowhere. Really?
I was soft kid. I'm sensitive, I cry easy, and I'm scared to fist fight. And my mother used to tell me this thing, I don't know if you remember, but you said this to me more than once. He said, son, sometimes you have to be a lion so you can be the lamb you really are. I talk this shit like a lion.
show business, you know what I mean? So I've been to every kind of party. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I smoke weed, but I don't consider weed a drug. But you know how show business is. I've been to cocaine parties, I've been to weed parties, I've been to all the parties, and I'm just telling you the truth, what I've seen. Coke bitches are way prettier than weed bitches are. I be looking at weed bitches like, damn, bitches, you sleep in those clothes? The fuck's going on with you? No energy in their face. They don't wear their bra all the time, so the titties be sagging. Get your dick out of my face, man. That's how we girls say. Not gonna suck your cock, man. Mouth's dry as a bone. You ever get some weed hit? It feels gross, doesn't it? Feels like a cat sucking your dick. How do you not have any moisture in your mouth? Bitch, go wet your whistle and try again, would you? Drink some water. Yuck. Recently in the news, I've been getting a lot of grief again because I did a comedy festival in Saudi Arabia. And you hear those cheers? That's black. America's whites, they're furious. Boy, I gotta tell you something. I've never not felt guilty about something like I've never felt. I don't feel guilty at all. You know, and Bill Maher, the famous comedian, I've known Bill since I was like 18, 19 years old, and I've never said this publicly, but fuck that guy. I'm so fucking tired of this little smug, cracker-ass commentary. These motherfuckers act like because I did a comedy festival in Saudi Arabia, I somehow betrayed my principles. Well, no, I didn't. No. No, let me, come on, everybody, let me do this. I'm sure, all right, now everybody calm down. No, I'm sure I'm right. First of all, what did they say? They said, Saudi Arabia killed a journalist, and rest in peace, Jamal Khashoggi. I'm sorry that he got murdered in such a heinous fashion. But, and that was like, you know, period. And also, I mean, look, bro, Israel's killed 240 journalists in the last 3 months. So I didn't know you was still counting. These niggas clown me because I was on stage in Saudi Arabia. I didn't tell
Israel had killed 240 journalists.
I said it's easier to talk in Saudi Arabia for me than it is in America. And niggas felt some kind of way. Oh, I stand 10 toes on it. Don't forget what I just went through. 2 years ago, I almost got canceled right here in the United States for transgender jokes. But I gotta tell you something. Transgender jokes went over very well in Saudi Arabia. Them niggas couldn't get enough of that shit. I was in the pocket, nigga. I was like, where have you been? Every article said the comedians poured themselves out to a dictator, but all the articles have my picture on it. And you know what? I can't even get mad. Because, you know, to be fair, I did make more money than all of those comedians.
I was watching Xenoverse 3 isn't happening. I mean, let's be honest. They're gonna give us another DLC for Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 has never died, bro.
I love working in the Middle East. That's my second show I did over there.
Uh, I I mean, I'm watching Coffee's stream too. You probably saw me in the chat because I want custom partners for all the first DLC because like I want an updated BoJack too because like he needs some new moves, bro.
I saw these things with Falcons and that shit is dope. And you know, here in DC, we might see like a pimp here or there, and that's. But I've never seen a nigga pimp a bird. That nigga just had a bird like, you bring me a rabbit, and the motherfucking bird just bring this nigga a rabbit. He just gives the bird a piece, eat the rest of the stuff. So I saw a guy at the mall with one of these Falcons. We were just talking about bullshit, and I don't know what, why I even thought to do this. Just came over. I said, yo, nigga, let me borrow that Falcon. He did it. He gave me the mitten and he gave me the Falcon. Now, I've done a lot of fly shit in my life, but the most rock star shit I've ever done, you never know what this feels like. I walked into an arena this size, 20,000 people screaming. I had a live Falcon on my arm. Niggas went crazy. Crowd was going nuts. This is the national bird.
Should say it's not announced at the big Dragon Ball event. We shouldn't be upset or surprised. Look, if it's not announced, if we don't even get a reveal trailer at this event, we have to give up hope on it. Like, truthfully. That's what I feel.
And then flies off and comes back and gets whatever killed. I didn't know that. When I was walking through the arena, the crowd was screaming. The Falcon didn't panic because it had some kind of mask on. That thing was looking. But it didn't trip. Now, I didn't know this mask is part of the Falcon's training. If you take the mask off the Falcon, it will think that it's time to hunt. Boy, I wish you told me that. Because I was on the stage killing it, and the Falcon was looking all stupid like this, and I'm like, oh man, this nigga can't even see the show. So I took the mask off. Man, this Falcon lost his goddamn mind. Mayhem ensued. That motherfucker fluttered like this and flew off my arm. And at first everybody was clapping, yeah. And that nigga dove down 240 miles an hour. Killed a bitch in the third row. And it was a transgender bitch when it hit her, her dick popped out. Everybody screamed. I said, oh shit. I didn't know what to do. Next thing I know, the police, the Arab police came, and these niggas just ushered me off stage. I didn't realize I was under arrest. I said, what's the meaning of this? Clearly, these guys know it was an accident. And next thing I know, they charged me with murder. I say, oh, murder? The fuck, this was an accident. And then they had me to court, and these niggas started reading transcripts of all my transgender jokes. Trying to act like I killed this bitch on purpose. I said, I didn't even know this bitch was trans till her dick popped out. This is a goddamn outrage. I'm an American. I still didn't think I was going to get in trouble, but at the end of the case, the only
I gave up years ago around, I'd say, the top DLCs. I feel that. Bro, at this point, I just want the game to be better for people. Like, Revamp is literally the reason why I want to have hope in Xenoverse, because, like, we have so many people, mod-wise, that care so much about the game, bro. Oh, 7 more? 7 more? Say less.
Somebody said this. They said this thing
Wait, no, 8 more. Oh,
paid Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA Foundation money to get back on. Now, think about that. No, think about it.
Imagine Revamp comes to the actual game or an update similar to it.
Because
Bro,
the
that's all
Supreme
we
Court
need.
said that money is free speech.
Cause like the freaking hairstyles.
So you can spend your money however you want to speak. But if they make this nigga pay some money for some shit he doesn't believe in, well then they're compelling him to say something that he does not mean.
Look, Candido, I have it on PC. I want to get Revamp. And also, I want to just skip the base game because, God, bro.
I made a lot of money.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
But I'll take money from Saudi Arabia any day, just so I can say no over here. Feels good to be free. And I know that the people in Saudi Arabia can't say all the things that I was allowed to say, but a deal's a deal, and the king said that I could say these things. So I looked at it like I was on a diplomatic mission. Gotta bring pussy jokes to the Middle East. Because they got all that pussy over there and they can't even talk about it. I said, I'll do it. Shit ain't what it used to be, is it? This nigga Puff got 50 months. I don't like talking about this, but I'm gonna do it. Here's my thing about Puppy. And I gotta state my bias. Years ago, I got attacked on stage in California at the Hollywood Bowl. Now, this was a long time ago. At this time, Charlie Kirk was alive and well. This is another reason it's hard to talk in America, because, you know, if you talk for a living and see Charlie Kirk get murdered that way, I'm gonna be honest, nigga, I was shook. I mean, Charlie Kirk is the wholesome white guy, and they killed this motherfucker. I said, which whites? I've never seen him like this. We're playing for keeps. And then remember the next day in the news, when all the information was still shoddy.
I just want cast fighting styles and custom auras. Look, that's all we want. I want new hairstyles, bro. I'm gonna be honest, as much as I want, like, all that, give me more hairstyles. Cause I'm sick of the hairstyles we have, bro.
Yeah,
We don't even have the good ones. That's the worst part.
One of the bullets had Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella, Bella, Bella Chow written on it. Another bullet had written on it, if you're reading this, you're gay. I was at home like, nigga, I'm gonna need to see these bullets. How the fuck is this nigga writing whole paragraphs on bullets? How big are these bullets? What is this nigga, a watchmaker? He can inscribe all this shit on a bullet? I'm not making light of Charlie Kirk dying, but I'm not sure what it means. And I'm not sure I believe what they say it means. I'll tell you what I don't believe. And the whites were quick to say this. They said, Charlie Kirk is this generation's Martin Luther King. Yeah, that's a reach. You know, they both got murdered in a terrible fashion. They both got shot in the neck, but that's about where those similarities ended. Charlie Kirk is a motherfucking internet personality. No, by design. Fundamentally, he can't function like Dr. King. Internet niggas are negative because they have to be. Because nobody will engage them unless they say shit that makes them upset. That's Charlie Kirk. Could you imagine Dr. King was behaving like Charlie Kirk? Smash that like button and subscribe. Follow me for more content like this. believe all black people should be free. Change my mind.
Imagine how sick Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's hairstyle. Bro, facts, man.
The Congress took a vote.
See, I was also thinking like, man, what about BoJack? I want BoJack's hairstyle with the do-rag. Imagine if we were able to put on a do-rag or Kid Gohan's hair. Bro, Kid Gohan with the headband? Bro.
And most of those congressmen voted for that because they're afraid of political violence. I'm telling you, it's easier to talk to Saudi Arabia. I was on stage not long ago in the States, and niggas got mad because I said, you know, maybe Puff will get off. And I said, I hope so. And the crowd was like, boo. Okay, look, it's not that I think Puff is right. When I got attacked in LA at the Hollywood Bowl, people forget Puff was the guy that tackled my attacker. He saved my life. It's a hard nigga to be mad at after that. I had security that night, you know what I mean? They weren't ready. The niggas had some slippery shoes on.
Yeah, bro, there's so many hairstyles that we could get. And also, Candido, I want cast moves that we don't have. What's that move from not Perfect Cell, Imperfect Cell? Zenitsu Bullet, I think? His hairstyle? Bro, that would be so sick.
Remember, he wasn't on trial for having 1,000 bottles of baby oil because it's not a crime to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It's gross.
Like Raditz hairstyle with Super Saiyan God? Oh my god, yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something else I haven't said. This is true. In LA one night, I shouldn't even tell you, I fucking. I've been to Puffy's house. No, I didn't see none of this stuff they said in that trial. I walked to that nigga's living room, the house was clean, traction on the floor, nothing slippery, walk right through. Perfectly normal evening. The only thing, in hindsight, but at the time it didn't mean nothing to me. I didn't think about it until after I found all that stuff out. But hindsight was fucked up. But we was on this back patio, and we was drinking and laughing and talking, and then Puff started swirling his drink like this. And he goes, so Dave.
I want God Goku's God behind. Bro, they should put Festival Universe. I said Festival Universe. Festival skills in the skill shop. The skill shop has been empty since the beginning of the game. The beginning of the game is the only time the skill shop was used. We gotta put moves in the skill shop, bro.
I'm not making light of her. What she went through was terrible. But remember, because they kept showing this video of him beating her up in a hotel hallway. It was a terrible video. But he wasn't on trial for that. If you remember, he paid her for that before the federal charges came up. He paid her $35 million, is what I heard. Which doesn't make it right, but I mean, come on, nigga. I do know niggas that have fought Floyd Mayweather for less money than that. And them niggas had to fight for 36 minutes. But Cassie is a gangster. She did something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. She had to testify about her sex life. Boy, that's tough. God save us all from that. Anything you say about sex publicly is going to sound bad. Even if you're talking about fucking your wife face to face. But just like, tell me about when did you fuck your wife face to face? Yes, Your Honor, I did. But what could you describe the, well, yes, I looked at her in her cold, bored eyes. And I pulled those big panties aside. And it's like a bush that just screams, I don't give a fuck. And I just, you know what I mean? Just power through it, you know what I mean? was asking all kinds of stuff. Did Sean Combs pee in your mouth? I was like, oh my God. She didn't hesitate. Guess what I can do?
You coming back over here, Snake? Bring a premiere with you.
Tonight I had done something, I like prepared something that I wanted to try. It's hard though, but I really wanted it. It's the longest close-up in the history of my career. I'm gonna do it, but boy, this is gonna take a lot of focus. So please don't yell out and distract me. Just enjoy it. No, it's hard. You know, like, look, man, closing the show is everything. And closing the show in DC is very important. So tonight I'm gonna do 2 different closes. I'll do my closer for DC, and then after that, it's scream like a car alarm.
Ultimate 1032 came out 2011. Yeah. Bro, it's crazy how that game has almost everything that Xenoverse doesn't have.
Alright, this is the tough one. Hey, do me a favor, production. Sex it up. Give me like comedy club lights. I love you too. Alright, let me concentrate. When you see it, you'll understand this is harder than this looks like.
14 years ago, I was 16 when it came out.
Listen, I say this hoping that this brings somebody in this audience peace. I really do mean what I'm about to say. I know how it is right now. I understand how a lot of people feel.
You're 26, right? Yeah, I'm 26. Dang.
I know how a lot of you guys
14 years ago, I was like 12.
Got that Bill Cosby. It's not gonna give me much time. I know how people are feeling right now, and I hope that this brings you peace. I feel that way too. Without question. 1,000% without question. All of us, individually and collectively, are living through some sort of a conspiracy. Sure. That feeling you have that something is wrong, or you might feel like, hey, am I right about this?
Okay,
Am
I just had
crazy?
6.
Oh, nigga. No, you're not crazy. This thing you're feeling, I'm telling you, I feel it too. But here's what I suggest. If you don't know what the conspiracy is, then just say that. I don't know is an acceptable answer. In fact, if you don't know, it is the best answer. But all this fucking guessing out loud about what the conspiracy is, beg you, please, shut the fuck up. You're gonna make everybody sick that way. You can say I feel, you can say I think, or I suspect, or it looks to me like. Please stop saying you know. Because in times like this, the last person I trust
Are
is the
those
nigga
only
that's sure.
4 years apart? For real, bro.
Is mad.
You know, it's kind of crazy, but like, oh wait,
But here's what I think.
4 years apart, bro.
Somehow this country went
You know, it's kind of it's kind of funny, Candido. Most of the people that follow me are either older than me, a little bit younger, or the exact same age.
To a specific dude.
Like Dark is older than me.
It has something to do.
But yeah, y'all call me Unc. It's crazy.
It has something to do with Jack Johnson.
My ass is dirty.
Jack Johnson.
Bro, I'm gonna be 27 next year.
First black heavyweight champion of the world.
It's crazy, man.
And the heavyweight championship, to this day, is the most prestigious title in sports. But in 1908, only white fighters had that distinction. Not because black fighters weren't good enough, but because no white fighter would give any black person the opportunity to lay their hands on them. And a guy named Tommy Burns became heavyweight champion. Tommy Burns was an anomaly. He was Canadian. And he said, I am the heavyweight champion of the world. He's Canadian. You know how, faggy they are. He was like, he said, I am not the champion of Canada. I am not the champion of white men. I am the heavyweight champion of the world. And I will defend my championship against all comers. And boy, Jack Johnson got the opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Hey, man. Well, Candido.
From a Canadian. Now, that Americans would root for Jack Johnson.
You know, it's kind of crazy.
Oh,
is it weird that I don't want to be? I don't like being old, bro.
Tommy Burns was at that time the shortest person to ever
And I'm mainly, and I know I'm saying that, but I'm freaking 27. But it's like, I know when I grow older, I'm gonna have to deal with so many more problems than I already deal with.
See what they mean? Fighting those goddamn dirty fighting monkeys. Before Tommy Burns, the heavyweight champion, had retired, was a man named Jim Jeffries. And everyone said Jack Johnson's not the real champion. They said Jim Jeffries is a real champion. It's a good thing he's not fighting. He'll beat your black ass, Jack Johnson. So Jack Johnson.
I hate it. Me too, man.
Jack Johnson called out Jim Jeffries. It happened first in London. Jim Jeffries.
Also, I'm definitely gonna need to get a.
This nigga was dressed to the nines. He was very articulate. He said, I say, old boy, I sure would like to give you a wallop.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to have, like, people to live with as well. Just so, like, we all can make it at the same time. And freaking rent, bro. Like, huh? Not out of place, you know. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Oh my god.
There's a story about him that's a legend that says that one night he was caught speeding down a country road south of the Mason-Dixon line.
And then with the asthma on top of it?
This was 1910. He must have been fine. 13, 14 miles an hour. The police stopped him. The police said, costs $200 for a nigger to speed on our roads down here. Back then, $200 was like getting a $50,000 ticket. This nigga Jack Johnson didn't hesitate. He gave him $400 and said, coming back and see.
When you're connecting the dots and how DART is related to Demogorgons, you can just ask Google for a rundown on its demo evolution. Need a quick guide on all things demo lore?
Joe, stop snoring in my ear. What's the matter with you?
I turned off news altogether.
Better
July. This is where the phrase, the Great White Hope, came from. They were dying to find any white man that could put this nigga in his place. I'll tell you what, 4th of July, Jim Jeffries was not the guy. Jack Johnson fucks his ass up. And Jack Johnson did what they call in boxing, carried the fight, which means he could have knocked him out in the early rounds, but he didn't want to die. He wanted to make it look good. But when he got sick of it, because back then it wasn't no like 15-round fights, niggas just fought until they couldn't fight anymore. Jack Johnson got bored.
I have one strand of white hair on my chin. Okay, I haven't gotten there. Bro, I got like several white strands on my with my regular hair. It's crazy.
On July 5th, all over the United States, there were riots, white riots, where they killed many black people to make sure that the rest of these niggas knew their place. Because Jack Johnson was the first black person to physically confront the color line and win. And here's the punchline. He didn't just leave the arena with his life. Jack Johnson had a very particular proclivity. He left the arena with his life and a white bitch. Let's talk about it. You see, Jack Johnson loved fucking white women almost exclusively. He would fuck white women. And man, the audacity of this nigga beating white men up and fucking their bitches. The black boxing world was elated. And every great black fighter celebrated Jack Johnson. When they came to Jack Johnson, they said, Jack, congratulations. Can I get a title fight? And Jack Johnson, just like his white predecessor, said, well, I don't fight black fighters. I'm in the business of beating up white guys and fucking their bitches. One after another, they lined up the great white hopes, and Jack Johnson would vanquish them all. In fact, it took an act of Congress to stop him.
Man, Act.
Congressman named Mann from Illinois came up with an act called the Mann Act. The Mann Act is the law that says it is illegal to take a woman across state lines for the purposes of debauchery. And my line of work,
Well, the ball drops, you should stream rivals. Yeah, I'm gonna have rivals up for sure.
Prosecuted, convicted of the Mann Act, fled the country, was on a run for years, and it ruined his life. And then finally, in 1946, he died in the United States in a car crash. Before he died, this is one of my favorite quotes that any American ever said. He said, I risk everything for my pleasure. You know, having freedom is one thing. Not having freedom is another thing. But using freedom that you don't have takes an enormous amount of courage, no matter how selfish you are with it. Jack Johnson is an American riddle that we've got to solve. Not too long ago, but some years ago, I was here in Washington. I was at the MGM at the National Harbor, and I wasn't performing. I was at a Stevie Wonder show, and Stevie Wonder didn't know I was there. I was on the side stage. I got there late. He was already doing the show, and this was a very special night. It was the night before Aretha Franklin's funeral, and Aretha Franklin was a very special person. It was the first time I ever played Radio City. She gave me a job as her opening act. Mean Balls, great artist. And Steve was on stage killing it. And then in the middle of his set, he started to sing a medley of all the songs that he had ever written for Aretha Franklin. Man, I gotta tell you, it was a lot. Huge hits that I didn't even know he wrote. And the crowd was grooving and celebrating her life. And just suddenly, in the the middle of it, Stevie broke down crying. Put his head down on the piano and I could hear him sob. I was drunk. And it hurts a man to hear another man cry. And I didn't even think about it. I said, I must go to him. And I just walked out on stage. And it was home. And the crowd saw me. They started cheering. But Stevie didn't know it was me. That man was looking like that father. And I sat down next to him at the piano and I go, Steve, it's me. And then he smiled real big. And we started cracking jokes and singing songs. And then after the show, we were backstage. And he asked
Yeah, I'm gonna stream Rivals now because I think it'll be nice.
So we'll fly to Detroit with you. Pay my respects to Miss Frank. He said, no. That time, the senator had just passed away. The late
I think it will be chill time. I want to see like
Stevie said, I need you to do me a favor.
what next year is going to be in store for it when it comes to Rivals.
He said, I want you to go pay our respects to him. And I said, nigga, I would much rather go to Detroit with you. And then Stevie gave me that look. He just looked like this. He didn't even know I was all the way over here. So I went. The next day I went to the Capitol. I don't do this for anyone but Stevie Wonder. He can tell me to do anything within reason. The only thing he's told me to do that I won't do is stop smoking. That I won't do yet. But I did it. I waited in line, and I got over there. Senator McCain's casket, and I was just like, Stevie Wonder sent me. Goodbye, nigga. And I just walked off. That's what he wanted to say. I did it.
What they planning on next year?
A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah,
People
we
from
gotta see
Washington
it,
know
man.
this who are my age. A lot of people don't know that Martin Luther King, unlike Charlie Kirk, had a harder time being remembered. That the only reason that Martin Luther King's birthday is a holiday is because the King family, Stevie Wonder, lobbied very hard, very long for that
See,
holiday.
I hope, Candido, this could be the time where we hear Wilson Fisk. Like, because they confirmed the ball drop, Wilson Fisk will be showing up.
The King holiday of reality. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And it was so effective. Finally, the Senate voted on it. 99 out of 100 senators agreed to make that birthday a holiday. Except for one. John McCain. The guy that Stevie sent me to say goodbye to. What a great man Stevie Wonder is. How much this country could learn from a man like that.
They're good. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a real model of Kingpin, though.
He got himself in a pickle for that vote. But he came back to get his ass years later. Years later, he was running for president and had to run against the first nigga to ever get a party nomination. And Barack Obama got that nomination on the anniversary of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. All the votes in McCain's long career as a senator, that vote against that King holiday had never haunted him like it did at that time. So how did he counter that? I'll tell you what he did if you remember. John McCain sponsored a bill to pardon Jack Johnson posthumously of the Mann Act. Yes, he did sponsor that bill to pardon Jack Johnson of the Mann Act. The Mann Act is precisely the law that Sean Puffy Combs was convicted of.
Imagine he's playable just because. I mean, I'm kind of with it. I mean, granted, he's gonna be another not shield tank if he's in the game, but a tank is a tank.
Sometimes it's the smallest details that make the biggest difference and shape everything you feel. Experience the feeling for yourself at the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Right now, get 0% APR financing with 0 down and no payments for up to 90 days on select Lincoln vehicles.
It's just another commercial.
One more, everybody.
So there's a woman in Cucho and a ragged woman man. Then Manjari and Beroni. But make it better on wheel. Emily will love this. And now, Cuba style. Why so small? I love those big ideas.
Yeah, something else is going on. I don't know. Are you guys bored? Okay, I'm gonna keep going. There's more. I hate conspiracy theories, but I'll tell you one about, well, this is not even a theory. This part I know is a fact. Did you know when I left D.C. and moved to New York in the 90s, the New York City Police Department had a hip-hop police task force? Did you know that? And this task force would follow anybody that was involved in hip-hop culture around. Not just rappers, drug dealers, because they thought that it was connected somehow. Even young comedians like me. Anybody that was just on that scene, they knew who everybody was and what everybody was doing. And back in those days, I used to go to nightclubs, but sometimes I'd go to a club and the lights would be a little bit different. And I didn't notice, but the OGs would pull me aside and be like, careful in the club, nigga. They got the FBI lights up. Which meant the lighting was strange because the party was under surveillance. They were just telling me to watch my back. You know, I wasn't doing anything wrong anyway. They were just having a good time. Now, did you know that that task force was invented originally to follow just two people around? Those people was a guy named Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. the Notorious B.I.G., and Sean P. Diddy Combs. Now, why is that this nigga has been under surveillance for at least 30 years? Just now they noticed that he racketeers and beats up bitches. I bet you.
Oh my god, that freaking Loki. Okay, Oda, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, it's crazy I gotta say this, but like, Loki is kind of need a buff, bro. Like, Loki is just feels so weak now.
But he wasn't a snitch. A snitch is when two niggas do crime together, and one of them gets caught and tells on the other one to get himself out of the trouble. Kid Cudi was violated by Puff. He alleged
Look at this. Okay.
that Puff blew up his motherfucking Porsche with a Molotov cocktail. And didn't stop there. He said he then alleged that Puff broke into his house and opened this nigga's Christmas gifts. Oh, nigga, I'd have been furious. Kid Cudi said, I can't prove that he opened the gifts or nothing, but I came in the house and he was in there and the gifts was open and that nigga was just like,
Merry Christmas, Playboy.
So what was Kid Cudi supposed to do? You only got two choices. Either A, you're gonna have to do some gangster shit to this nigga that he's gonna have a hard time proving. Or if you're not built like that, and I do not believe that Kid Cudi is built like that. Your last option is B. You got called the police. Good for Kid Cudi. Did the right thing. I, on the other hand, I'm built like that. If this nigga fuck my family's Christmas up, you better believe I'm gonna make him suffer for that shit. The niggas gonna come up to me and tell me all about it, and I didn't know I did it. Oh my God, babe.
I won't lie, Gambit is gonna get nerfed. Like for sure, Gambit is getting nerfed.
A falcon came out of nowhere and killed this I love hip-hop music. I love many of the people that make that music. They taught me things and showed me things.
How far does this go? It probably goes that far. It
I was in
does.
Atlanta once. Almost done. Hang in there, champ. I was in Atlanta. And a rapper named T.I. called me up. Now, at this time, I didn't know him well. I know him better now. But I knew him well enough that he'd have my phone number. And then they called me up. He was like, Dave, I heard you was in my city. He said, I want to show you the real Atlanta. I said, fuck yeah, nigga, let's go.
In high ranks, to avoid feeding ult charge, there's no shooting till they get to the point and vice versa. I mean, honestly, it's such a good idea, too. It's such a good idea. Let the enemy attack you. Let the enemy attack you. You take damage, heal, get Gambit ult, and then Loki. Bro. Loki Gambit might actually be, like, the best team comp.
Everything. Outcast and them started rapping over there, and the Future used to play in the playground over here. And then he sold the car up and he pointed to a house and he goes, and Martin Luther King grew up in that house right there. And he raised his children over here. And that's the church he preached to over there.
I went to a service phone.
And then we stopped at a red
Yeah,
light.
I went to a service there.
And these little black kids rushed the car from outside of the intersection with water bottles. These kids in Atlanta, you know, they're called the water boys. Their whole hustle is they sell water.
People are thinking Season 6 Dive might come back stronger. I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of counters to Dive right now. Like, there's so many counters to Dive. I say make it strong. Make it strong just so those characters feel good.
Yes, sir. No man. Please. Thank you. That'll keep you alive. And keep that condensation on that water so it looks refreshing and delicious. And then that kid realized that he was talking to a legend. He said, oh my God. He said, thanks, T.I. And held his hand out for some money. And that nigga T.I. looked at him and said, I done gave you the game and rolled up the window and drove away. That night, I did my show. When I got off stage, T.I. was backstage with a friend of his that I didn't know. I just knew his friend was somebody because everyone was acting all excited that he was back. So I asked him, I go, yo, Tip, who's your man? And he said, oh, that right there, that there is the future of hip-hop. And I said, you just calm down. So then I asked the dude. I said, yo, my man. I said, what's your name? And the dude looked over. He said, I'm Nipsey. And this was Nipsey Hussle. I'm not gonna go all into it, but I gotta tell you, that night, me and T.I. and Nipsey went out, and we had a fucking blast. Good time, not a freak-off fun, but fun. So much so that when I got home from the road, and my wife always asked me, she goes, Dave, how was your trip? Normally I'm just like, it was good. But this time I was like, babe, I met the coolest nigga. I said, this nigga's younger than me, but it's like he's older than me. And she's like, what? She goes, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know, bitch. She's like, it's like hanging out with a fortune cookie. This nigga just had an answer for everything. I told her all about Nipsey. What was funny about it is years later, I saw Nipsey's widow. And she pulled me aside. I'd never met her. And she said, I just want to tell you that my husband loved you. She said, he said he met you in Atlanta. And you had a wonderful time. I said, boy, that's fucking crazy.
Because Poke is unplayable again? Bro, it's so hard to play against Poke. But it's like, you need somebody to distract the healers first off. Because, bro, dealing with triple support and, like, triple DPS, horrendous. Like, God, I hate fighting it. Triple support is a blanket to protect the crybabies. Poke is a lazy playstyle because people don't want to actually get their hands dirty with dive. Bro, and it's always the same characters. I'm gonna tell you this though. Triple support, depending on who they have as the triple support, will depend on how difficult or easy the game is. Usually now, in triple support, Gambit is always present.
And as good as the party was, when I was partying, I was having fun, but I had a pit in my stomach because it reminded me of the 90s. You can believe me or you cannot believe me. Just telling you how I saw, how I felt. They had the FBI lights up. I just felt like, man, this party's under surveillance. But I never
A second tank can do it, but that barely exists. Bro, nobody goes second tank.
She had tears in her eyes. She said, David. I said, what's going on with you? She said, your friend is dead. I'm old now, so I'm like, bitch, you don't have to be more specific than that. I know niggas with gout.
Now, can triple support be countered and dealt with? Yes. Anti-heal? Healer? Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Candido. Right now, with triple support, Venom should be played with more now. But I'm gonna say you always need a Gambit and a Blade against triple support.
The internet was doing what it does, and everyone was coming up with one conspiracy theory after another. But the one that I kept seeing the most involved the holistic doctor in New York City. Have you heard it? It's a doctor named Dr. Sebi.
Venom, Namor, hella Blade, Gambit. You know what? I'm gonna say this. You don't even need Namor hella. A good Blade ult is enough. But I will say, man, oh my god. You were in the stream where me and Jay we had that person throwing our game. And they went triple support at the end. And we held them for like a while, bro. I will say, Namor definitely a counter. because Namor can get them stationary if he hits someone with his ult.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was there, bro. And that freaking Venom, bro.
The greatest comedian I've ever seen with my own eyes is Charlie Barnett. Charlie Barnett, a New York street comedy legend. He only did comedy on the streets. I was lucky enough to meet him. He was a mentor of mine. Charlie Barnett was so good at performing on the streets that from the streets, he booked himself a job on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, but the week of rehearsals, they found out that he couldn't read. So they fired him. Replaced him with Eddie Murphy. Oh,
you know what's crazy? Low key.
I know y'all saw Bad Bunny.
Oh, by the way, if in triple support they have a Loki, get a Moon Knight.
That nigga's reading, you know what I mean?
Get a Moon Knight if they have triple support, and one of them is Loki.
Movies like DC Cab, which is where I first saw him. He used to be on Miami Vice. This motherfucker became a star in his own right. But the thing that kept derailing him is that
Another character?
was a terrible drug
Okay, so if we gotta go through like the top picks against triple support, usually I would have put Groot in there, but even with the buff, it's hard to pick Groot, bro.
Charlie never could shake it. And when Charlie mentored me, even though he was a terrible drug addict, I never
It's actually really hard to pick
never
Groot.
wanted to do to me what Swami did to him. He made sure I understood that cocaine is just not for you. Even though those bitches are prettier than them ugly weed bitches you behind. One night, I saw Charlie in a comedy club, and he looked terrible. This guy would avoid me if he was getting high, but I'd never seen him look this bad. So I said to him, I said, Charlie, you good? And he didn't say anything. I said, are you high? And he laughed. He said, no, nigga, I'm not high. He said, I'm dying. And I said, what? And he said, I'm dying. I have AIDS. And I'm dying. Now, I must have been 18 or 19. I never met nobody that I knew of that had AIDS. But I tell you that shit had me shook. And then I started thinking of all his jokes. And he was hinting at it for years.
The fact Namor on kill can spawn a squid with Hela is crazy, but people don't see that because they hear Namor and oh, he sucks. But the thing is, like, Namor can easily pick off somebody.
And the guy was like, yeah. He said, so what's good about crack? And, you know, everybody in Harlem was like, nothing. And he said, shit. Crack brought the price of pussy down to $5. But when he said he had AIDS, I was so shocked that I looked at him to see if he was joking, and I knew. I said, he's serious. And I said, fuck that shit. He said, what you mean? I said, you're not gonna die around me, nigga. That's not your destiny. He said, what are you talking about?
Say it again.
I took Charlie Barnett to Dr. Savy.
Dang!
This is a fact. Dr. Savy treated Charlie Barnett for 3 months. This is a crazy story. It's a long story, so it's crazy, but the point of the story is...
Mom, you know I have to go with you. Okay, well, Candido, change of freaking plans. I have to go. I have to go to that dress. I didn't realize the freaking time.
No matter how much this government or anyone else puts pressure on you,
Well,
keep your wits about you.
the good thing is, I at least... Dang, all the things I wanted to do today got screwed up again.
This orange nigga out. become more powerful than I intended it to be. I cannot let these niggas do me like Charlie Kirk, or even worse than that. What if these niggas trip me up somehow, co-opt me, and then make me say the things that they want me to say? Well, we can't have that. So, just in case, we need a code. It's gotta be something that I can say so that if I say it, you know that these niggas got me. And don't listen to nothing that I say after I say those words. But don't tell anybody what it is, but it's gotta be something that, you know what I mean, that I would never say. Oh, I know what the code is. The code word is, I stand with Israel. Thank you very much, and good night.
Man, oh. Okay, I gotta get dressed. Trap yourself? Oh no, Dark. That I have work.
Trying to unsubscribe out of this mess. That thing I'm looking at for the food. I done hit something and now they keep sending me shit and they don't give me no way to get out of it. They don't say Ravens over the Packers.
Yeah.
Just thought I started some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that good. Alright, well, peace out, y'all.